Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. How are you on Friday? Happy Friday. If you're about to get on TEDx stage or you always dream to become a TEDx speaker, today live is exactly for you because I want to give you the secret sauce recipe for a very successful TEDx day. Here is what majority of the speakers do as a huge mistake. They so concentrate on the preparation, on the delivery of their talk that they forget, this is the big mistake, they forget to prepare for the day itself. And today I'm going to give you 16 questions what you need to ask your TEDx organizer so you don't do that mistake, so you prepare perfectly well in advance before you get on that day, before you get on stage, because the moment when you're there, too late. You're not going to be able to call a friend to say, can you please bring me this because it's so important. It's too late. That's why it's so important not just to concentrate on the delivery of the talk and practicing that delivery, but also to prepare for the whole day. This is not you going on TEDx stage, delivering and then going home. This is a full day event. It's a networking event. So you need to be absolutely well prepared. Before I start, if you're watching this right now on LinkedIn and you didn't follow me on LinkedIn and click the bell button on the right-hand side when you open my profile. So you're going to be the first one to get notification when I post tips and tricks and hacks and when I go live every Friday, 12:30 p.m. If you're watching right now on YouTube, this is the best place where if you want just to see all the lives, YouTube channel is there. Go to YouTube, type BIZBILY, and that is where you're going to see every single live on every Friday, what I've been doing for, I don't know for how long, for more than 1 year now. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe and hit the bell button to get notifications. And if you're right now watching on Facebook, do follow me there and click the like button for my Facebook page. Let's see who is commenting. Gary saying, good, great day. Good morning, Gail. I know you're watching it from Canada. Okay, let's dive deep in the 16 must to ask questions for your TEDx organizer so you really can prepare for the day. You're ready? You need a pen and a paper because I'm not going to write them down at the bottom as usually do. So here's must to ask questions. There's 7 of them. And then I'm going to give you all the way to 16 good to ask questions. So question number 1, you have to ask that question is, what is the size of the dot? You know that TEDx is super famous for the red dot carpet, which always get on stage, and you have to know the size of this dot, okay? The reason why is because you have to practice at home. Because the moment when you're on stage and you start moving around the dot, your body is going to feel really limited. You have to know the size of the red dot carpet. Question number 2, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. But question number 2 is, what is the layout of the audience? If it's theater style, is it circle? If you're going to have people everywhere around you, is it 2 sections with chairs, 3 sections with chairs, but they're all flat? So you have to know the layout, because when you practice, it's much easier to know the layout of the audience. So when you practice at home, you do the eye contact according what the organizers have in hand for you from their venue. Question number 3, how they're going to do the timing. This is so important. It might be an electronic timer right in front of you, which is pointing towards you so you can see that how much time you've got left. It might be someone on the back, you know, like lifting like 10 minutes left, 5 minutes left, 2 minutes left. And it might be anything which it might actually, they might say like, we don't have a timer. So regardless what is the answer, you have to practice at home with your phone with a countdown timer so you get used to the timing when you prepare. Question number 4 is so super important. What is the color of the stage background? Let me tell you this. Majority of the speakers do that mistake. They go and they like, okay, blue is my brand color, pink is my brand color, green is my brand color. They go wearing amazing clothes and they forgot to ask that question number 4. What is the color of the backstage? What happens as a result is that at the end you end up with like some hands and head walking around the stage and your body disappears completely because you don't stand out. You stand out with your words, but you don't stand out visually. It's so important to stand out with your words and visually because this is how you grab attention. The first thing what we audience see is colors, what you're wearing, right? And how exactly you don't blend with the background. If they say white, don't wear white. If they say black, don't wear black, because it's gonna be really disaster after this. Question number 5. Let's see any comments. I don't see any comments, so let me just continue. Question number 5. Do they allow PowerPoint slides? Oh my God, don't use PowerPoint, please, 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 please. TEDx is not a business conference. It's not like a work meeting in the office. You need to go and be so prepared that you can speak without even one slide in hand. Of course, there's sometimes so big statistics, numbers, and you really want to impress the audience and everyone who is watching after this on YouTube, and you want to put all this in slides. If you have to use slides, don't do that mistake to kind of forgot or 3 days before the event, tell the organizers that you have some slides and you need to share them on stage. Too late, okay? It's too late. You have to ask that question number 5 well in advance so you know how to prepare with slides, without slides. Okay, I think you did get the point. Question number 6 is what kind of microphone you're gonna have. It's lapel, headset, and a hand mic, of course. Hand mic is, if they say hand mic, you have to take a pen at home and practice all the time with a pen at home, because what happens is that the speakers which are so not used to have a hand mic, what they do, they go on stage and they didn't practice at home with a hand mic, like a pen in their hand, and they start talking with their hands. And what happens is that the audio is corrupted. So don't do that mistake. If they say we have a lapel mic, lapel is the one which goes here, like somewhere, they have to clip it somewhere on your clothes. Guess what? Women, don't wear anything which is gonna go around your mic, because it's gonna muff it and it's gonna completely destroy the microphone, okay? Then another one, which is the headset mic. If men, please listen, if you have beards, just make sure that you do go for a barber and you trim your beard before you go on stage. Not because you're gonna look really nice and sexy, but also because the microphones are so sensitive, as well for the women. If it's too close to your skin or too close to your beard, there will be a lot of background noise. And then whoever is editing your video is gonna have a disaster time, and it takes ages to edit out all these noises. Believe it or not, I know technology is supposed to be amazing, but we don't own technology of the 20th Century Fox and, you know, like DreamWorks and all kind of movie companies out there, which is, they have amazing technology to cut out the noise, but we basically normal organizers and event organizers don't have that technology, sadly. Okay, so this was question number 6. If you have questions, put them in the comments below, because I'm gonna go through each of those questions quite quickly. If you are okay with everything what I said so far, put a yes or no and type the question number so I can go back and I can explain a lot more. So just put like Q4 and I'm gonna go to question 4 again and I'm gonna explain a lot more. So let me know if you want more information on any of those questions. Question number 7. Ask if they have a YouTube TEDx template. It's so important. In your YouTube TEDx template, you have to put your bio, you have to put information, like how to connect with you. You need to put some hook lines. And there is a standard text which needs to go together. So it's best for your organizer to give you that template so you can just like fill in all the information and ready to go, because it will be you deciding what's gonna go underneath your video on YouTube. Because guess what? This is for life, as long as YouTube exists, of course. And most probably we're gonna move to Web3 and to much higher dimensional technology, quite soon actually. But YouTube is going to move as well. So it's going to be lifetime. And your lifetime is going to get that description for lifetime right underneath your video. So make sure that you do control that text which goes underneath your YouTube, and it has exactly the wording what you want. Okay, so these were the seven questions what you must ask to your organizers. Okay, now I'm gonna give you all the way to 16 really good to ask questions. So right before that, let me check for any kind of comments, any kind of questions from you. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna keep going with the good to ask questions. Okay, question number 8 in the list of all the 16 secret sauce recipe questions, which are really going to prepare you. As you can hear, you have to ask those questions to prepare for that day. Okay, so you don't expect some huge hiccups the day before, 3 days before, and then like freaking out on the day of your TEDx. Okay, question number 8. Is there any theme for your TEDx? Usually they announce it well in advance, but if they didn't announce, make sure that you know the theme, because sometimes there's a theme you need to kind of link your talk to that theme in a way. So please have a chat with your TEDx organizers about the theme. Do they want you to embed the theme in your talk with something specific, or they're perfectly fine for you to speak only about your topic and not mentioning the theme? Question number 9 is, who is in the audience? Okay, let me tell you why you need to know that. Every time when you get in front of audience, okay, you have to make them laugh, because this is your connection to the people who you're watching. If you manage to make the audience laugh, okay, that means that later on when your video is on YouTube, definitely the people watching you on YouTube is gonna also laugh when they hear someone laughing around you. Okay, don't think right now, as I said that, don't think like, oh, I'm gonna ask the organizers to edit out my video later on and just like put fake laugh, these amazing American movies. That is gonna be so fake, honestly. So don't put fake laugh, but do make the audience laugh, because this is your connection to the audience. Therefore, you have to know who is in that audience. Question number 10 is, let's see, any kind of comments, questions. I can't see any, so I'm going to keep going. Okay, before I go to question 10, if you're watching on the replay, put the hashtag replay, and I'm going to come to your questions straight once you post them. So I will answer with the text once you start watching it on a replay. So just put hashtag replay and I'll be there. Question number 10. How many speakers they're going to be on the day? Here's the reason why you need to know that. Okay, usually people is like, oh, well, doesn't matter really. Well, it does, because it doesn't matter if you take a full day off. When you know the amount of speakers, let's say there are going to be 10 speakers, because it's much easier to calculate. 10 speakers times 18 minutes, 1/8, means 180 minutes in total for all the talks. Now you can calculate with all the breaks in between the talks, you can calculate how long your event is going to be. And therefore you will know roughly what time you are going to be on stage. So it's super, super important to know how many speakers you're going to have. Question number 11 is one of my favorite. how many cameras you're gonna have on the day. Okay, camera is equal to a person. Okay, so when you practice at home and they tell you, oh, we're gonna have 3 cameras, one center, one right, one left, then when you practice, you have to look at the cameras together with the audience, wherever they are. So don't ignore the cameras. It doesn't matter if you're shy or not. You get that far, you went on stage for TEDx, you have to treat the camera as a person. 3 cameras means 3 people on YouTube. 2 cameras means 2 people on YouTube. So you got the point, I know, but your cameras are the people who are later on gonna watch you on YouTube. So the moment when you're on camera and you're watching it, this is actually your connection to YouTube people. And when you start looking somewhere else, this is your connection with the audience. That connection, what you have to do for sure. Question number 12. I added that one recently. Is there a teleprompter or auto cue? Doesn't matter how you call it, teleprompter, auto cue on the day. Please, it doesn't matter what's the answer. Do not use teleprompter / auto cue, because what's going to happen is that you're going to completely lose your connection with the audience and your connection with the YouTube audience later on. There is nothing more disastrous than watching someone, how that someone is reading from a text, from an auto cue, from a teleprompter. So don't read. It doesn't matter if you have it or not. Just go with what you remember, go with what you want you to say always on stage, and go with this. TEDx is not expecting perfection. Even you stumble, you repeat something, that can be edited out. You stop because you forgot what is next. That's going to be edited out. Don't worry about this. But the more natural you are, the better your talk is going to be perceived by the people who are watching you. So teleprompter, scratch that idea from your mind completely. Good. Question number 13. Do ask your organizers if they have any kind of additional rules in addition to the TEDx rules. Meaning also, you have to read the guidelines from TEDx. They're on TED.com. Go on TED.com, go on the search button, put guidelines and TEDx rules, and you're going to read both of them. They're 2 different documents, okay? Let me make it very clear. There's guidelines and there is also rules, okay? But in addition, ask your organizers, do they have something in addition as rules, like what that day is going to look like from a rules perspective? Question number 14, how you can get tickets for your relatives, for your family, for your friends, for everyone you want to invite on the day, okay? Because you do want to go with a few people you're absolutely going to be the biggest supporters of you, and they're going to cheer you, they're going to make you absolutely relaxing on the day, and you do want them to share that big day with you. Question, of course, is how you can get the tickets on time for them, because it's one thing to promise someone that they're going to be on the day with you, another thing to know how you can get tickets for them, or if it's not the tickets, then how they can enter the TEDx day. Question number 15, super important, I personally believe, but I left it as a good to ask because there are people and people, of course. It's really good to ask. If you ask me, it's must to ask if the organizers can provide to you a makeup artist and hairstylist. The reason why is because the makeup, what we women wear on the day, every day, is very different from stage makeup. Stage makeup has like God knows how many more layers, and it's much heavier. It's much, when you put a stage makeup and then you go in the bathroom and you see yourself in the mirror, you're going to be like, ah! If you're not used to it, be like, ah, that is not me. Like I look like a porcelain doll, right? Like a China doll. No, on camera, you're going to look completely normal and very natural, actually, okay? Men, you need to wear makeup as well. If you want your face to not be shiny on camera, then makeup is there, right? So you regardless if it's a man or woman, shiny faces are really even more shinier on camera. And when you get on stage, you're gonna have these lights, spotlights. You're gonna be on the spotlight, okay? So you really need to make sure that you're gonna sweat normally. It's normal from the all the emotions, from all the stress, but also from the lights which are coming straight to you. So you have to have that makeup, otherwise it will be like, ew, this person is really like sweating. It's not really nice. Okay, hairstylist, pretty much the same. Your video is gonna be forever on YouTube after this, and you don't want to be like, I got up this morning and I just couldn't be bothered to do my hair, right? It doesn't matter again if you're a man or women. It just you have to think about your hair as well. And the last question, number 16, is, are they gonna have a professional photographer? Okay, because at the end of the day, this is the day to become a TEDx speaker. You want to have as many pictures as you want, as you can. You want them to be super professional. You want to be like pictures from the stage, you delivering on stage. You want to have pictures from the breaks with the other speakers. You want to have as many pictures as possible, because you have to have after these pictures for your social media, for LinkedIn, for Instagram, for Facebook, for TikTok now, because this is a video there, but for all kind of, and for Twitter. So make sure that you do ask the organizers the question if they're going to have that professional photographer, because that is super, super, super important. Here you go. These are the 16 questions split in must to ask and really good to ask, because the moment when you have the answers of all 16 of them, now you can actually prepare for the day. If they don't have a makeup artist, you have to think how you're gonna do the makeup in the morning before you get on the day, and your hairstyle as well. So think about every single question of those 16. Think what is relevant for you. PowerPoint might not be relevant for you. Teleprompter might not be relevant for you, right? Who is in the audience, if it doesn't have any audience, might not be relevant for you as well. But the rest of the questions are super important if you want to have a powerful, relaxing day, instead of like, I'm gonna just freak out right now because I don't know, like the dot is too small and I don't know how to walk around that dot because it's only 1 meter. I don't know, I'm just making it up. Okay, great. So again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, put hashtag replay so I will know that you're watching on the replay. Make sure you follow me on LinkedIn if you're watching it on LinkedIn, and click the bell button so you get notifications when I go live, or I post tips, tricks, hacks every day on LinkedIn. If you only want to watch the lives from every Friday, this is my YouTube channel where it's only the videos, which are maximum 30 minutes. From every Friday. So go to my YouTube channel, and if you're watching it right now on YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe for my YouTube channel and hit the bell button as well so you get notifications when I go live. And if you're watching right now on Facebook, they're Facebook lovers, of course, do make sure that you follow me on Facebook and click the like of my business page so you got notifications as well when I go live. But again, I got all the tips, tricks and hacks massive every day I post on LinkedIn. So if you want to have like a big bang information about TEDx, LinkedIn is the right place to come and watch it. Thanks so much for watching today, Friday's live. I'm gonna see you next Friday. I am recording this week my whole soon to be a TEDx speaker program. It has been super fun, I can tell you. 5 modules. My voice is getting tired, but 5 modules. It has been super fun. I'm gonna tell you next time yes, next Friday I will walk you through this, because it has been phenomenal for the whole recordings of 5 modules, a lot of videos, a lot of knowledge. So literally I took all these questions and knowledge and I put it in a video and I recorded it. So you're gonna have it, you're gonna have that one as well. So I'm wishing you an amazing Friday. I'm wishing you a super relaxing weekend wherever you are around this beautiful world. Please don't forget to give love and energy to everyone around you, because right now we all need that love and energy, not just for us to give to the other people, but to receive as well. So don't just expect receiving, but also give. Sending you love and energy to all of you around the world. And I'm going to see you next Friday.